Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about keyword research. So when I was first learning keyword research for SEO, and I'm guessing you probably feel the same way, most people told you, look for keyword volume, maybe look at difficulty, right? The other thing I really struggle with, and I'm assuming most of you are struggling with as well, is keyword research is you just pull a giant list of keywords and you try and match them up with certain pages and hope it works out. Now, obviously that's not a very sustainable strategy, especially at scale. And you're working, with hundreds of products or hundreds of categories or whatever it might be. That's definitely not going to cut it. So today what I'm going to do is show you the 11-step framework we use at our agency. We call it Show Me the Money. And essentially what it is an 11-step process we use to identify winning money keywords for our product pages and category pages for each of our clients. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to walk you through this flowchart, which I'll also link to the PDF in the description. So if you want to download it for yourself, use it for your team or your brand or whatever, you can obviously have it there. So essentially what we're going to do is walk through each of these 11 steps and break down each of the iterations or possibilities that could happen as you identify keywords and advance through the process. All right. So you've got a keyword and you want to pair with a money page. What you first have to do is decide if you even can pair with a money page or if it's better suited for a blog post or another page on your site. Okay. So starting right here, does it have transactional or buying intent? Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to Google that keyword and look at each of the top 10 results. Okay. If the top 10 results are showing primarily product pages or category pages, it is transactional and you can progress downward into the next step here. If it is not, if the SERP shows, blog content or it shows, product reviews, like from third-party sites or something or anything else, it is not a transactional keyword, at least not for your brand. Okay. So if it is not a product or category page in the SERP or the results are not primarily that, you will go left here to no. If you can use that keyword, if the SERP is primarily showing blog content results and you think you can rank for it, can it be used in a blog post? If you answer yes to that question, right, loops back over here, down to over to blog post, right? Then use it there. Got another video coming for how to identify blog keywords, so I'll get that out to you shortly. Okay, if you can't use it in a blog post and it's not transactional, it's probably a bad keyword. Just get rid of it. Okay, just get rid of it. So back to here. So if you answered yes, it's a money keyword. You can use it for your site, product page, category page. Great. Okay. Now, which type of page? Is it going to be a product page or a category page? We'll start with category because that's just a higher level, right? So now that you decide you're going to use it for a category page, is it a main category or is it a subcategory? Okay. Got a few examples here to essentially identify that difference, right? So first example here is running shoes. Let's say your top level category is running shoes, right? Your subcategories are then going to be examples along the lines of, trail running shoes or trail running shoes for men, trail running shoes, size 10, or, black trail running shoes, right? Those are some examples. Same thing with laptops, right? This is assuming the top level category is laptops. Subcategories could include laptops for college students, laptops for video editors, laptops under $1,000, or even, a branded laptop, right? Like Dell laptops. Okay. So something like that, right? So now that you've gone let's start with main category. All right. So main category, could we target an even more specific keyword, right? No, this is the top level dream keyword. Okay. So in the previous examples, if the top level keyword, it would be running shoes or laptops, right? So in the case of your brand, you'll have to think about what are the top level categories. If you decide the keyword is more specific than your top level, what you're going to do is come over here to subcategory, right? And it'll serve as a subcategory keyword. And you'll then have to find a keyword that is, which category does it fit under, right? So now that you're in the subcategory, could we target an even more specific keyword? If yes, be more specific, okay? You can literally stack subcategories on top of subcategories in e-commerce, right? So if you can be more specific and you have products that fit a subcategory, do it, right? You'll have more chances to rank in search results. That way you can bring more traffic in and make more money, all right? Now, if it's not more specific, and that is the most specific you can be for a subcategory for your brand, you move down. And so now we're on this step. Do you have a chance of ranking at it, okay? So look at things like keyword difficulty, your domain authority versus the other domain authorities of the other top 10 results. Search volume. Do you have the topical authority to even rank for it right now? Do you need to create content that supports it? Where does that all kind of stand? If yes, that's a winning keyword. Great. You've identified a keyword for a subcategory. Now you go optimize that page for it and go rank. If not, maybe there's a close alternative. Okay. So identifying the close alternative, right? So if you cannot find a close alternative, again, you're gonna have to find another keyword. Okay, if you can't rank for it based on difficulty, domain authority, topical authority, other things like that, you're gonna have to find another keyword. If you can find a very close alternative that, let's say, is way lower in competition, it's probably also lower in search volume, but you've got a shot at it based on the SERP, then go for it, right? Use the alternative instead. Okay, so with me there. So now let's move over to products, right? So obviously products live underneath categories and subcategories. Categories, okay? So you found a keyword, it is specific to one particular product on your site, right? So has the category or subcategory already been defined? You should have already defined it by now. That's where you should start, and you should work your way more granularly down to products, okay? If the keyword you're evaluating using this framework on, if you have not yet defined the subcategory, all right, is that keyword relevant to multiple products, right? So let's say you want to, let's go back to the running shoe example, right? Let's say you only have, let's say you have a pair of running, or you have several pairs of black running shoes. You obviously cannot optimize all of those pages for black trail running shoes. Okay, so that'll be a category, and then within it, you'll have to figure out how to optimize the products, right? So if it's relevant to multiple products and you answer yes to that question, you're going to go back to the other side of the table or the other side of the chart and go through the category workflow. Okay, so if you have already defined the category or subcategory, you're moving down, right? That's what I said you should have already done. Do you have a chance of ranking for it? Again, based on competitiveness, search volume, your topical authority, things like that. If you answer yes to all those things, great. You found a winning keyword for your product. Super straightforward. Okay. Again, we're going to go the route of, is there a close alternative that's less competitive? Okay. So if you answer no to the question, can we rank for this keyword? Go to the left here, obviously. Is there a close alternative that's less competitive? If you find an alternative, great. And you think you can rank for it, great. That's your winning keyword. If not, you're going to have to find another keyword. Okay. Here's a little more clarification just to wrap this video up. Just kind of further classifications of categories and subcategories. But like I said, I will link the PDF to this doc in the description, so you have access to it. And then feel free to comment if you have any questions on this, any questions in relation to your brand. I'm also going to be dropping a video on how we do the exact same process for blog content. So stay tuned for that.